Okay, let's start. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Edward, and these are my colleagues, Sedwin, Obi,
K.
and K. We're the Fast Track team. We're here to discuss the difference between private sectors and public sectors through knowledge management. As far as I'm concerned, we did a research. We came up with our own definition of knowledge management. Knowledge management is the collection and experience value that every individual obtains through personal practice and lesson learned. It is also obtained in process of day-to-day activities and knowledge and communication. What we did here, we did the private sectors. As far as we're concerned, the private sectors is financed by individual investors, whereas the public sector is financed by the government through individual taxes. They have a flexibility in the private sector. The budgets can be changed, whereas in government sectors, the flexibility is a little bit different because the work is an old school. Once the public sectors enable workers to achieve high level of achievement, because some people like to work on the private sectors as far as we're concerned, they like to work for more money, whereas the private sector, the government sector, is a job security. People stays there because they don't get sacked easily. It's something tangible.
Thanks, Mr. Edward. I'm just gonna speak more on the objectives we need to go through in order for us to create knowledge management in whichever sector we decide to pick. So why go into knowledge management actually to enhance our productivity? Another point is to avoid mistake. We don't want to make the same mistake over and over again. And then we need to make our business really smart. If you want to be a top player in the industry, we have to make good decisions. Other point is to make ourselves relevant as well. And then I'll talk about the complement in creating knowledge management in our whichever sector we decide to pick, which is the culture, the process, and infrastructure. We have to look into culture, which includes the environment, and then the process. How are we gonna be running knowledge management to enhance whichever thing we want to do in the industry? And then infrastructure. What are we going to be using to enhance productivity using knowledge management? Also, I'd like to talk about how we're going to link knowledge management to organization culture, which includes
to carry on, this is Obi. I'm going to put more light on the differences between the private sector and the public sector. The surplus income gained goes to social welfare activities and the improvement of services in the state, while in the public sector, surplus income gain belongs to the industrialists who use it for personal activities. Surplus for the public sector uplift the citizens through social programs such as infant immunizations, retirement schemes for the old. The public sector cannot produce products that are dangerous to the safety of the public, unlike the private sectors that is responsible for the manufacturing of unnecessary consumables, and some of them amount to criminal activities. The poor brands will have other similar products flooding the market. The public sector then finds way to eliminate such products in the market to protect the public. Yeah. Also, the public sector is sensitive to the environment, employees, people and neighbors, among others. Its objectives are multidimensional. On the other hand, the private sector is responsible for extensive environmental degradation and has little focus on employees, the public, etc. Its aim is to raise more profits.
According to Frankel 1995, he described